Is this at will?
It's as many times as it has castings of Dispel Magic. It does have a limited amount of Dispel Magics, so it's not going to do this every single time, but it did do it this time, and you don't know how many of those it has. You can always recall knowledge on the Skull Swarm. If it dispelled the magic, which I think just means that the spell does not fall off.
That didn't consume part of it. That blocks the entire spell. If it can dispel magic at consume spell. Okay.
Yeah, that's its like special ability.
All right, and because it was one of the targets, it ate the whole spell, and it gains 14 temporary HP.
It does indeed.
Siegmann will, with his final action,
and Siegmann, it fucking hurts because you knew Gabriel was not ready for that.
Oh yeah, no, you don't need to remind me.
Sorry, I'm just trying to up the tension.
Nope, it's too upped already.
Fully clenched.
Can't increase this.
Octavian, that is you.
Well, I'm going to move right up next to Taryn. And then now I will use my Glimpse vulnerability. And I'll use it against Taryn. So that means that the target gains a weakness 2 against my strikes.
Cool.
And then I will just hit her.
All right. Octavian, you slam your sword past her great shield and just manage to connect.
Yeah, I saw that weakness in her defense.
Yeah, she tries to snap it up. It does not quite make it.
Some damage. Okay, that is 33 damage to Taryn.
All right, 33 damage. She takes all of it.
Right.
She's starting to look a little bit hurt now.
Beauty.
Excellent.
And that was my turn.
Next it is her. Her armor, she whips her war flail forward, and as her armor flashes, showcasing her exemplar of violence ability. As she is going to strike Octavian. Boom, 43, that hits.
What is this? Sorry, can you simplify what this exemplar of violence does?
So right now she's just striking you,
okay.
And then additionally, an ally can use their reaction to attack as well.
Okay. I have my implements interruption.
Okay.
Is a strike a manipulate or strike a strike?
No, strike is an attack.
It's not. Okay.
It is not a manipulate action.
Beautiful. Okay.
Otherwise, fighters would be able to use attack, like reactive strike, whenever anybody did anything.
Siegmann takes half of the damage.
So Octavian takes half, Siegmann takes half, and then the Hollow Serpent uses its reaction to attack Octavian, hits Octavian, has improved grab, so can attempt to grab Octavian as a free action.
Can't swallow 2 creatures though, right?
No, it can only Octavian, what's your fortitude DC?
Is it what my save is plus 10?
Yeah.
Okay, then
Yes.
39.
Cool, so that is not a critical success.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, small mercies.
So you are only grabbed by the serpent as you take an additional 34 bludgeoning damage as the serpent slams its tail into you. Halved to 17 for the two of you. Octavian is still looking pretty fine. Siegmann is starting to be hurt.
It's just standing off to the back going,
Yeah, just like being all of this force striking into him.
That was a 2-action thing where she attacked and then it got to attack as reaction. She has 1 action left and she is just going to punch you straight in the mouth, Octavian.
I do like her, is the thing.
God.
All right, and that is going to hit Octavian.
Jeez.
Octavian, that is 28, so you take 14, Siegmann takes 14.
she punches me with lightning damage?
Yeah, all as a Grave Knight, all of her attacks do lightning.
Oh, I see, but both get halved, so that means that it's... Okay. Huh, that's interesting.
Yes, and because it is split into 2 types of damage, the half is
I love
halved.
that minutia. So strange.
Yeah, and she goes, open, every time. Good at hitting, but can you take it? Next is the Hollow Serpent, which is going to spend its actions constricting.
Does that count as a strike?
It does not.
Okay.
So I need Octavian and Dai to both make
Fort save?
3. We'll just say do 1 fort save, and it'll go for all of it.
Ugh,
Die.
fuck's sake.
Hey, can I inspire Dai while Dai's inside the snake?
So for Dai, that's just a failure.
Yeah, because of Greater Juggernaut.
Okay, fair enough.
I didn't hit the basic fortitude. I apologize.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Save
You roll a success, Octavian. So you get a critical success instead. Dai rolled a critical fail and gets a normal failure instead. So Dai is going to take some bludgeoning damage and becomes drained 1.
So I take all of these damage?
Sorry, that's yes,
Okay.
because we're just doing. But you're only going to get drained 1 time.
Okay. How do I do the drained? Is that one on here or no?
I have drained. I think I have.
It's not on my conditions yet.
There it is. Now it is. Dai, you are not feeling good.
Nah, fine. I'll be fine.
That is the snake's turn. The sorcerer's skull swarm kind of clicks and clacks and is backing up Gabriel. We're back to Fortune.
Okay, I think it is time for the juggling. So
We're
I'm going
back.
to add 2 things into my hands. That would be a bottled sunlight and both accounts. So because I have quick juggle to note, I also am able to draw 2 items at once, if I'm not mistaken. I had 2 items instead of 1, and the maximum that I can juggle is increased by 1. So, in addition to Fortune's Favor, which was already out in my hand, there are now 2 bottles of bottled sunlight in my hand as well.
Hell yeah.
In the midst of all of this, I'm also going to whip out a lobbed attack. This is the first time that anyone in this room, at least that is not part of my party, has seen me use this. So I'm going to whip that bottle of moderate bottled sunlight against Terran here. So here comes the strike, and Terran will be off guard to this one. Smash. Ye gods, this is unfortunate. Nope, I'm actually just going to redo this one.
Okay. So a 34 will miss as
This
well.
is sad. That's fine.
Splash damage,
You will
though?
still do the splash
Yes.
damage. Yes.
So the splash damage for it, well, let's get the overall.
is 2. She takes 2 splash
A
damage.
whopping 2. A successful turn. Granted, I still have 1 more action for that, thankfully. So, with the splash of them, Fortune will just yell, "Hey, eyes on the prize!" and do a performance. I believe I should add a virtuosic performer to this one, since it would be a taunting dance performance against the, wow! I will take that.
Love
In
it.
addition, I'm a battle dancer, so I receive fascinating performance. So I would go against the will DC of Terran in this case, and assuming that I actually have done it's an incapacitation effect, so this may influence things.
She's the same level as you.
Very good. Then I think that means that would be a fascination for 1 round.
She is fascinated with you, and you gain panache.
That I do. Thank you. And that will be my turn as well.
All right. Next is Dai. Back to the top of the round. Dai, you're in a fucking snake.
Yeah. Not to be that guy, but did the sorcerer's skull swarm take its turn?
It's not taking turns. It's just backing up.
Understood.
Its turn is that it's like prepare. It's like it's going to attack anyone who attacks Gabriel.
Understood. All right. Feeling a little bit woozy and more than a touch annoyed. The flash of sunlight just outside the snake gives me like a point of direction, and I'm going to try another vicious strike.
Okay.
Come on, dice. If you please.
Dice don't fail us now.
That's the problem with doing vicious swing.
That's
I only
pretty
get to do it once because I'm currently slowed for being in it.
Yeah. You are
Okay.
chopping at the snake, but unfortunately, you just do not have the room.
Yeah.
You would think that an empty snake would be roomier, but unfortunately, it is not.
Okay, that's my turn. Roll that void damage
Okay.
because I'm still consumed.
Yeah. You are still consumed. That is 14.
Guys, I really chose the wrong choices for my rage damage, but I did not know what we were going to encounter. So.
All right. Gabriel the Gold begins his turn and heals.
Oh, man.
Oh, fuck that guy.
Of course.
As a vampire, he has quick healing.
Such is the way of the vampirism.
Yes. He is going to kind of saunter down. His skull swarm follows, using its reaction. And he says, well, Octavian, we will see if you are actually up to snuff, because I admit to being unimpressed. And he whips forward his... Oh, he actually has to be in melee with you. I thought it was a reach spear. It is not a reach spear. It's a normal spear. He's going to stab you with a spear, Octavian. And he crits on Octavian.
You don't have adamantine armor, do you?
No, I've got normal-ass armor.
Octavian, you took 66, half to 33. Siegmann takes 33.
That spell is doing some work right now.
Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And then he's going to bite you.
Not the biting.
Oh, yeah! That vampire thing.
Misses. You manage to duck out of the way as he is... Oh, I must taste the blood of a hero. But it is Siegmund's turn next.
God damn you! In the name of the moon! And he is going to, on everyone in that area, including Octavian and Dai, cast Divine Immolation.
Okay.
Ooh, that's fun.
All right, so everyone in that zone, please click the DC 33 button.
This is a spell that you're casting.
I noticed that the skulls used a reaction.
The skulls did use reaction, but you are still within the Grave Knight's sacrilege aura. She is much worse at counteracting spells. She rolls a 39.
What is her level of counteract?
She is level 14.
What does fascination do in this case,
7.
honestly?
I'll say that fascination means that she... So, yeah, I guess this is the Grave Knight.
Here, I'll send it out there.
Yeah, I'll give it a -2 to the counteract
Okay.
check, taking that down to a 37.
If that's the... No, I don't have a hero point anymore. Never mind. Scheiße.
Does anyone have a hero point?
I do. What am I doing? Forcing her to reroll?
She rolled a
You could force a
16.
reroll.
There's a reasonable chance that she can't counteract this.
Yeah, then in which case Octavian will give her a little distraction with, hey, if he thinks I'm supposed to be the best of his re-risen knights, what does that make you? I'm gonna force her to re-roll by questioning her life.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Plant the seed of doubt.
Slightly better.
That's a 35.
So it fails. And with his last action, he's going to use his vital beacon on him. No, he's going to cast guidance on Octavian.
So I don't have to roll a reflex.
Wait. I'm so sorry. Sacrilegious aura is... It used to be any, holy spell, but it is now a vitality spell.
Oh.
So it will not... So we're gonna cut that, because it will not actually stop a divine immolation.
Oh, okay.
It will only stop... It will stop healing effects.
Glory be. Good to know.
Okay, that's really good to know. Get back your hero point, Octavian.
Yeah, take back your hero point,
And
Octavian.
please, all of you roll, hit the roll button.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I am gonna spend that hero point. Not want to be immolated.
Okay.
Good lord.
Gabriel crits against the immolation, as does the Hollow Serpent, but both the Knight Commander and the Skull Swarm take half damage. Octavian, you rerolled in crit.
Yeah.
What's the damage? Oh, there it is. Never mind.
All right.
Is it both? Is it vitality and just spirit damage? Oh, creature takes spirit damage instead of fire.
Yes.
Okay.
So if they have
Cool.
any sort of resistance to fire, they take spirit damage. If they are weaker to spirit damage, they take spirit damage.
Does that apply to me?
Yes.
Because I am resistant to fire damage while raging.
This is a divine immolation.
So I'll still take the half damage. No problem. Because I did succeed on the save. No problem.
Yeah, and with his last action, he is going to heal himself with his, not with a spell, but with his first activation of Vital Beacon.
Ooh, nice.
Hell yeah. Okay, so the Sorcerer's Skull Swarm is going to take the full 16, and it's going to take an additional 12.
Nice.
Because it is a swarm, and you just did area of effect damage on it.
Nice.
So it takes 28 damage. Taryn will take... I guess it won't take the full 16. It will take 8 less, because it rolled a success. But it still takes the damage from the thing, and then Taryn will take half damage. Okay. And that is our man Siegmann held. It is now Octavian Errol's turn.
Oh, jeez.
Kick ass. Take names.
Please.
I'm gonna vicious swing against Taryn, since I'm here and she's the... Well, no.
Goldie's there.
Yeah, I was about to say, no, never mind. Well, because, like, I can switch my, my glimpse vulnerability over to Gabriel. Well, I have that too. Okay, yeah, I can do quick reversal, and I can, since I have my glimpse vulnerability on Taryn, I still get my benefit. She's still weak.
So you get to make, you get to attack both of them.
Oh, gross.
A 34 miss.
Yeah, it's just a regular ass miss. It's not like a crit miss. Crit miss.
Just a regular.
Just a regular miss. Yeah.
Do I have to actually land a blow to do my press?
No, you just need to have made an attack.
Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and exacting strike against both her and Gabriel.
No, your quick reversal.
Quick reversal.
I'd say go with the quick reversal and try get a strike on both. Feels better this round, I think.
Yeah, this is against Taryn,
Nice.
There we are. That's a hit.
and then
Glory.
All right. So miss on Gabriel, but a hit on Taryn.
okay, damage on Taryn. It's 40 damage on Taryn.
Nice.
Very nice.
Oh, shoot, not Gabriel.
I wish.
If only.
Oh, sorry, I hit it on the Gabriel one is why, instead of hitting it
yeah.
on the Taryn one.
There we go. Okay, she will take that 40 damage. That strikes a blow. That was like a decent chunk of change against her. Yeah, so you like swing on her, she dodges, you like do a feinting strike at Gabriel and then swing back on her and then hit. And you have one action left.
I'm gonna go back onto Taryn and do my brutal finish.
Okay.
Brutal finish is my final blow can make an impact even if it's rebounded off a foe's defenses. Make a strike with a melee weapon that I'm wielding with 2 hands and does 1 additional damage die if I hit. And then if not, still does some damage.
Oh, my lord.
Yes! And I got a
that
nat
is a
20
crit
on
on
that
10.
roll.
42. Wowza.
And I'm
Hot
gonna
damn.
roll
Nice.
some critical.
Beautiful.
Jesus
Even at a
Christmas.
minus fucking 10.
Take that bitch out.
Try and counteract a sword, bitch.
Yeah! Let's go!
All right. Roll your damage.
It does. I have to add my brutal finish damage.
Oh, that is magical.
Oh, and 86 damage against Taryn.
You love to see big numbers. Oh, and she's off guard.
Shit.
Fantastic.
Well done.
Great job.
Oh, hell yeah. So she is now also off guard. Taryn is in a bad way. She has gone from looking fine to being near death as Octavian has unleashed this like flurry of blows against everyone around him and has nearly destroyed Knight Commander Taryn. She is no longer fascinated by you, Fortune, unfortunately.
Oh, quite fine.
But she is off guard, which is good for sneak
But
attack.
she is off guard, which means sneak attack is active on her. She is going to activate Exemplar of Violence and is going to try to deal as much damage to Octavian as she can before she goes.
That a boy.
How's that, Gabriel?
She misses.
Whoa.
But Gabriel can use his reaction to spear you again, Octavian. No, he's going to bite you. As you like jerk away from her, he like sinks his teeth into your neck for 29 piercing damage,
nasty.
which is halved for you. Which he cannot grab you with it, but he does bite you with it. And then she is just going to swing one more. She's going to punch you, and that one does it. She body blows you, like just thumps you in the gut.
Am I still being grabbed by the snake?
You are still being grabbed by the snake. And so you take another 14 damage from her thing, which it's 30 split between the two of you. All right. Octavian is looking hurt because he is being just annihilated by all these people around him. It is the Hollow Serpent's turn. He uses one action to keep Dai and Octavian in its grasp, and then I need them both to make a save against constriction. That is a fortitude save.
Fuck you.
Oh, good God.
I'm gonna use my hero point and not fail that.
Okay.
What's the
Because
DC on that?
I rolled real badly.
DC was 36, so you rolled a failure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's dealing you damage, Dai, so you still have it.
Yep.
And it is going to be 26 damage. Octavian, you crit.
I for real crit. I don't just crit because of my ability. I crit because I got a 20.
That's 20, yeah.
You crit because you got an at
That's
20.
a real blood crit.
Fantastic. Now it is the Sorcerer's Swarm's turn, which it kind of slides forward to overtake. You are now... It was just kind of an aura around Gabriel, and now it is swirling around both Gabriel and Octavian, and it is going to engage in a swarming gnaw for 2 actions. Octavian, I need you to make 2 reflex saves.
Okay.
Think fast, Octavian.
Nice.
Cool, that's a crit. And another crit.
Nice.
Ooh, 39 and a
Beautiful.
34.
That time the heroism is what saved you.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Which actually, I like if you look at it on the Foundry, heroism is highlighted because that's why you succeeded.
And tempered
I
reflexes
love that.
helps with that, too.
Yeah, tempered reflexes helps. So you managed to dodge the gnawing swarm. It is Fortune Little's turn.
Okay, I'm going to aim this one right at Gabriel. I can't quite target him. I can only target the swarm, but
I'll move this
thank
one.
you.
Though you do know that Terran is currently off
Yep.
guard.
Yeah, and
I-
if she dies, I can heal people.
I'm operating on this, so because I want to help Octavian a little bit first. So,
I mean,
bottled sunlight.
killing
I
her
still
won't.
have one in my hand, so I'm going to whip it
yeah, you're
into
still
that
juggling.
swarm first.
Yeah.
Along with yes. Oh yeah. Well, I am. Let me tell you something. I'm a focused juggler, so I can just keep doing it.
Hey.
Let me tell you something about my juggling.
It's still going. I don't even got to think about it.
Juggling
but yes.
is cardio for the
Incredible.
arms. As a
It
good
is
friend of
cardio
mine
for the
once
arms. It turns out.
said. German Neil said it.
But yes.
And it lives in infamy in my brain.
I'm whipping this bottled sunlight into there. If I could, hit it all, that'd be sweet. So that does nothing. That just does flat nothing.
That is unfortunately a critical miss. Well, it's a still splash.
Splash doesn't
Not
hit
on
on
a
a crit miss, unfortunately.
Not a crit miss.
So, well, that's fine. I have 7 more of those, I believe. But it's okay. Fortune's favor will come from the other hand. Let me just examine my options very quickly. I'll whip Fortune's favor next with the other hand towards Terran. So here it comes. At a map -4. It should have a +3 though because of the Juggernaut. So, or not Juggernaut, Quicksilver. That's what it is. Wow, I hit.
Nice. Fuck yeah.
You do hit.
Yeah,
Thanks.
and
Thanks to the
it did have
Quicksilver.
confident finisher applied to it, by the by.
Okay. Give it a roll.
So here we go. Le damage, please. That was just a normal hit. Let's see. Base, brilliant, precise strike. I guess the spirit damage, yeah, since it's undead, wouldn't apply. So should be that.
The spirit damage would apply.
I think it because of brilliant specifically, the rune that's on there. I think because the
Oh, it turns from spirit damage to vitality damage?
it's demons and then undead. It has specific things. I believe with demons it does spirit damage. With undead it does vitality. So prepare for a bunch of bullshit. Here we go.
Show me those numbers. Oh, that's a bunch of dice.
37.
You love to see it.
Okay.
That is a bunch of dice. Boom. Unfortunately, she is still up. She is near death.
Motherfucker.
That's quite all right.
But that Knight Commander is still intact.
I have one more attack that I can provide, so I will take it even though it's at -8.
luck.
Modifiers are helping me with this one, so one more with the Quicksilver, +3.
Good luck.
Here we go. One more smack. Let's see if I can hit it. Just a bare miss. That's okay.
It's a close miss, but it is a miss.
Okay, because you can knife me in the back. Well, I mean, I
I'm sorry.
but still.
I've done my best. And my best, unfortunately, was not quite enough. But thankfully, Fortune's favor, it just returns right to my hands again. I love this returning rune.
Right back to your hands. All right. Dai, it's round 4.
Try and get out of
You're
this
still in a snake.
fucking snake.
I am so sorry.
I need you to take some void damage.
I thought I'd take it first. Rude.
Wait, actually, yeah, good question. Is it first or at the end
That's
of your turn?
fine.
End of your turn.
Okay, well, I might. Let's undo that
can
just
undo
in
it
case.
if
Yeah.
you
Got
get
it.
out.
I got
Yeah,
it.
because if you get out, you don't take it.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Oh, motherfucker, I didn't do Vicious Strike.
This
No, that's
is
fine.
impossible. Like, this is impossible. I would like to file a complaint against two D20s in general.
Okay.
Yeah,
That is
the
multiple
dodecahedrons-
critical misses that Dai has had trying to get out of this snake.
Yeah. Can I, Mr. GM, because I did not toggle Vicious Swing like I meant to, roll it again?
Yeah,
You are very
Sure.
kind. Thank you.
Thank you.
yeah. I mean, I didn't hear anyone say vicious swing until.
There we go.
Oh my god.
There we go. That is a hit.
What's its rupture point?
So this thing, its rupture is 32.
All right.
Glory be.
That is 64
Baby.
damage. You slice your way out of this fucking snake, and you are no longer grabbed.
Do I get my third action back? No, I'm not restrained.
Yes.
Wonderful.
Well, technically no, but I'll give it to you.
Well, for what it's worth, what I'm going to do is
And look at that, you didn't have to take that 16
Because you
damage.
doubled its rupture. I'll let you.
I just want to use my renewed vigor.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you heal up a little bit. Dice looking hurt,
But I'm not in a snake.
but you are not in a snake. Gabriel the Gold kind of looks and says, "Don't hurt my snake. What are you doing? Hurting my snake." And he is going to looks at Terra near death, looks at the snake starting to get injured, and he is going to back off.
Oh, my lord.
And he's going to dimension door across the area.
Okay.
Octavian,
Does I?
that's a
I would say,
manipulate
do I
action.
get a reactive strike against that? Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Die?
You certainly can.
Or am I a little bit
if you-
too far away from him?
You were not within reach, unless your sword just out of
It
reach.
doesn't, no. I didn't take the option to get that trick.
40 hits, so he will take the damage, but will not.
Yeah, it doesn't interrupt the action.
Yes, though, as you attack him, the snake target allows itself to be hit instead of him, using its Divine Guardian feature.
Okay.
Cool, so that's
The snake will take 28 damage.
the snake is taking 28 damage.
So that snake has now taken 90 damage. How's it looking?
It is looking injured, but it's not yet bloodied.
Yikes.
Cool, and then Gabriel has one action left, which he will just cast shield.
Respectable action.
All right.
And that is him.
Siegmann rushes to Octavian. Says, "If you kill her, I will regain my healing magics. But until then, battle medicine, I have assurance, so this is just gonna work. I believe for the master version of it.
As you do that, the Knight Commander strikes.
Of course she does.
Because that's a manipulate action, and she has reactive strike as a trained soldier. Does not crit, so you still get the attack. The action goes off.
Right into my arm.
You are gonna
my
take-
arm is up, and it just like cuts halfway into it.
So you take 35 damage, and she like slams her flail across on your arm, and you like force your way through.
And yeah, and I let's treat wounds.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I can do the expert treat wound without rolling. Okay. But let's not utilize it, because I will... I have a very high chance of hitting this DC. So let's just go for it.
Let's see it. Oh ho!
Boom.
Boom.
Well done.
That's a crit. So
yeah.
you're going to... why don't you apply that healing?
I would love to.
42 hit points.
Nicely done.
And then with his
Octavian.
final action, Siegmann is going to rip his arm out of her sword and treat his own wounds.
Cool.
Fair.
That is a failure by 1. You just don't have... You like reach for your gauze, and it's just a second too late.
My arm is definitely partially just
Hanging
bleeding
a little
out.
bit.
I just think I just slip on it.
Octavian, you are still being held by the snake.
Yeah, I'm going to use a united assault against Taryn because Fortune hit her, so I get a +1 circumstance bonus. When making a strike, you gain a circumstance bonus to damage rolls equal to the number of different creatures that damaged the target. So I'll get extra damage. And then I'm just gonna strike her.
Hell yeah. Swing.
Swing, batter, batter.
Swing, batter, swing.
Nice.
Hit.
Fantastic. That is a hit.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing. It's crazy that Octavian has missed so many times because Octavian can hit most of these people on like a 7.
Yeah.
Fate has just found a way to laugh at us. I think it's Lady Moon.
It's so weird that all of the D20 rolls we roll are so frequently below 5.
It's Lady Moon. She's interfering.
And so many of... It's almost, like she sees the future.
Right, so you're going to roll that damage, Octavian?
Yeah.
There was almost no way that you don't kill her.
Bonus to damage roll, so it's just a +1 to damage.
Boom.
And that is
Nice.
41
Go.
damage
Yo.
to Taryn.
Taryn is down. And you've only spent an action.
Yeah, so I think I just take my 2 big sword and just finishing blow and then step on her corpse to rip my sword out. Eye contact with Gabriel the whole time. And then I'm going to just attack the snake.
Power.
All right.
I would love to also glimpse vulnerability on the snake.
Sure.
Do I count as flanking because I am half stood on the snake, having cut my way out of it?
Yes. Yes, you are flanking.
Okay. So yeah, the target gains weakness 2 against my weapon strikes. Yes. What does flanking give me?
It reduces its AC.
It reduces its AC. Beautiful.
Nice.
Very well.
You hit that guy easy.
As that's now a 46, does it crit?
46 does not crit.
That is crazy. Then I'm damage. And that's going to be 46 damage on the snake.
Boom, boom, boom. Love to see that big number.
+2 for its weakness.
48
Nice.
to the snake.
Takes 48 damage. The snake is bloodied.
Right.
And that's my turn.
All right. That's your turn. Next, it is the snake, which is going... no, it would be the captain's turn. Captain is off the tracker. Next is the serpent, who is going to slither up to block for Octavian. For Gabriel. And then it is going to, because it still has them within its reach, bite Dai.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, does that mean it sort of briefly comes within my reach? Or is it using its reach to do so?
It's using its reach to do so, but it did move away from you. It left squares within your space.
Yeah, okay,
for sure.
I'll do because I won't be able to use my vengeful strike, I will use my reactive strike on it as it left my space.
Okay.
Which would have been a 32, so that's a miss. On that crit, you need to roll a DC 17 flat check, because I have a fortification rune on my armor, and you have to beat the DC to make the crit happen.
Are you sure I have to beat the DC?
Why
or
would
you
I
have to
be
beat
beating
the
the
DC?
DC? Why am I still drained?
Because you beating the DC would mean that you make it. You would be making the crit not happen, as opposed to me needing to make the crit happen.
Okay, that sounds like a Pathfinder thing.
Let's look up fortification, shall we?
Yeah, it's a useful rune. Where is it? A fortification rune.
Each time you're critically hit,
okay,
you attempt
fair
a check.
enough.
On a success, it becomes a normal
Alright,
hit.
fair enough.
Yep, I see it. Okay.
But also my implements interruption when the snake, because it was the target of my exploit vulnerability or glimpse vulnerability, I can make a strike against it because my turn just happened, and so I get my reaction back.
Yes.
Question mark?
Yeah. Does that disrupt it?
You're
Only if
holding
it's
your
a crit.
weapon, implement, and yeah. The creature must be within your reach. Let me finish reading. Make a strike against the triggering creature with your weapon. If your attack is a critical hit, I disrupt the triggering action. Okay. So I'm just gonna smack it.
Give it a whack, please. Ooh,
Yes!
that's a disrupt.
Yes!
I rolled a critical hit.
That is
That is a critical hit, so it does not. That did not actually move the snake. Then the snake actually did not move.
Nice 51.
I got a 51. I rolled a 19 on the die. And so I'm
Let's see
gonna
if you
Ooh.
killed it
Damage.
before it
There's
could
some
bite
damage.
me.
That would
I
be
would
great.
appreciate
Yes.
it.
Whoa.
It was only 60 damage.
Still good.
Only 60.
Only 60 damage.
Okay.
It was near death, but because it has to use 2 actions to leave, I'm going to roll a new bite because that bite was from a timeline that didn't happen.
Okay.
No longer a canon event.
Gentleman on the Scholar.
Still-
Wow.
Well,
Still crits.
Fucking wow.
I
Then
tried.
I get to roll the
I
flat
tried.
check
You got a
again
low
because this
AC.
is a new bite.
Yeah, roll again.
die.
Yeah, roll again.
I'm trying to.
Please.
Well, let me just roll that last flat check button because it's within reach. So
Yikes.
the crit stands.
Okay. Unfortunately, the crit stands.
It's okay.
Hey,
It is 60 damage
What
to Dai
kind of
Little.
damage is it?
Piercing.
Ay. Oh, it's fucking piercing. Cool.
This is
It's a
nice.
snake.
It could have been wrapped around me and crushing me. And that would be bludgeoning.
It is going to attempt its improved grab to grab you.
Oh, jeez.
Yep, okay. My fortitude DC is currently 38 because of the drained.
Please.
Well,
Okay, it's just a normal grab.
yeah.
It is just a normal. Dai is once more grab.
Oh, can I
wow.
remove the grabbed and shit from me?
Yes, you are no longer grabbed. Cool. All right, but that's the servant's whole turn, and then the sorcery swarm just flies back to back up Gabriel, meaning it is Fortune's turn.
My good God. Let's do a little something here. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I actually meant to do a hymn of healing towards Dai. So here is, let's see, blah, 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 fast healing 2. When I cast it, and first time each round I sustain it, you get 2 temper HP, which lasts for 1 round. I've got a lot of sustaining to do. Fast healing and the temporary hit points each increase by 2, so because this is a +7, I believe it's fast healing 14 and 14 temporary hit points to start.
Why doesn't it give me the option to quit? That would have been helpful for my brain.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wait,
the
there
healing
we
as it stands at least, but that'll happen every turn essentially.
go. I'm at 69 hit points.
Wow, nice.
Nice.
Or you will be at
It's the
69
little
hit points.
things.
Because fast healing, I
It
think,
is the
it's
little things.
a regenerative thing. Yeah, it is the little things.
What does
Turns out.
that mean?
Fast healing is a bit of an oddball. I think it works like a regen, essentially. Each turn
Okay.
you gain back that for when I sustain it.
Okay.
It's what
Yeah.
Gabriel the Golden has.
Yeah.
And it bestows
Gabriel.
14 temp HP.
Yes. You also
Okay,
get
cool.
14 temp HP at the start. So
No problem.
I'm going to keep that online for you.
Thank you.
Because I would like for you to be alive, please.
Me too.
I think that's generally a great thing.
Yeah.
I will also... let me see. How far can I hurl this? Yes. I've got a necklace of fireballs that I've had this entire time.
Okay.
Just remember, careful about those skulls.
Oh yeah. Well, this is not it's kind of a spell, but not quite.
Aim for the snake if
It
nothing
detonates
else.
as a
It's a
fireball, but
spell.
not.
We've gone over this.
Just aim for the snake. Maybe it won't care. Maybe the swarm won't care as much.
Yeah. Well, we will see. I'm throwing a
It
10d6.
can only eat it if it targets it. So.
Yeah.
I'm throwing a 10d6 fireball to start. So
Okay.
it'll
So if
be within 70 feet, so let me just measure and make sure that
Yeah.
I've got the distance on this
But
one.
if you aim it at the snake,
Oh, yeah.
the skulls can't swallow it.
Cripes.
Oh my god.
Well, that's fine. It's DC 32, so it's not as difficult. But at least one thing got hit by that, so...
Yes. Oh,
Not die, please. Specifically not die.
I don't need. You don't need your wife to throw a
I'm
fireball
already
at you.
having
Oh, that was
a bad
because
day.
And then the swarm takes an additional 12. Round, I think 5 is about to start. It's Dai. You are now free. Well, no, you are still grabbed. You are now grabbed, but you're no longer swallowed.
Am I
by the snake.
immobilized?
Yes, you are immobilized, but not restrained.
Okay. I would like to break the grab, or the grapple, or whatever we're calling it. Is that
Okay.
a fortitude?
Athletics.
Athletic.
Athletics, acrobatics, or unarmed
Unarmed
strike.
strike is 28. And more. Athletics is 28, so much of the same.
Okay.
That's unfortunately not going to do it. I will give everybody a hero point at the top of the round.
Then I will use it.
as you are now on round 5 of this epic climactic battle.
Thank you.
All right.
In which case, I would love to try and re-roll that.
35 is unfortunately still a failure.
Okay. Next time I try.
I will say because its body is like holding you, you can still attack it even though it's out of reach.
Oh, bollocks. And then I wouldn't have done the attempt to escape. My fault. I should have clarified sooner. But I'll be making the strike as a second attack, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's a rough one.
Yeah, Zach.
Sorry,
it is a rough one. My final action, I'm going to fucking take this healing potion I've got.
Okay.
What's my turn?
Okay. This is Gabriel's turn. No longer is he shielded. He is going to... What does that do?
You can just surrender. You can be like, oh my god, you are so cool after all, actually, Octavian. I'm going to lay down my staff. The sphere.
Please take my crown, king.
Boy. You're all... Any of these that I do, you will all be mad.
Oh, yeah.
Look, we knew what this fight was going to be.
Never mind. Bye.
We knew what this was going to be as players. Yeah. Please, have fun.
Let's
if
rock.
anything, I feel like we're more mad at Foundry for all of these dice rolls.
Yeah.
It's hilariously bad.
Dai, Gabriel the Gold looks down at you and he says, Giant Kin, you are powerful. Perhaps you will be powerful for me. And he attempts to dominate.
Okay. Alright. What a source.
Holy shit.
Oh, Dai Little will saving throw, yeah?
Yes, sorry, I got multiple things targeted.
That's fine. Thank you, Indomitable Will.
That is a success. You are stunned 1, but are not affected by the Gilded One's ministrations. And then he shields.
Siegmann, blood like just drenching down his arm, is like claps his hands together as the moon begins to shine down, and he is going to first. He prepares divine infusion as he begins a spell shape, and then he targets Dai! Wake up!
Yep.
With a 7th level heal.
Thank you.
Oh, Dai, please come back to us.
Well, at least I didn't get mind whammied.
You heal 100, and you add 2d6 vitality to all your attacks until the end of your next turn.
Beautiful.
They live.
Thank you. I just have a drained
And that-
condition and a stunned condition. But it's good. It's good. Thank you.
I was looking at your icon, and there's so many little icons over
It's almost a full circle
right
of just
now.
nonsense, yeah.
It's truly nonsense.
Someone take a
That-
picture in this moment, please.
Is Siegmund's turn.
Thank you,
Picture
Mr. Held.
All right. Octavian, that's you.
I'm gonna go kill this snake. If I do the my United Assault, does Dai manage to hit? Did Dai bursting out of it alien style count as an attack against it?
Is that an attack? Wait, is United Strike attack ever or attack with the last round?
It's
in the
last
last round.
That was
Okay,
not last
did
round.
anyone hit it in the last round? And then I'm going to vicious swing against that guy.
Fuck you.
Clench.
Yes.
It
Okay.
didn't
That is a hit against the snake.
good because I untargeted
Yes,
the snake.
you untargeted the snake.
It's fine.
But that's a normal hit against the snake.
Yes. And my vicious swing gives me 2 extra dice. That is 46 points
46 damage on the snake.
against the snake.
Goodness gracious.
The snake is near death.
It was near death already. How dare you?
It's so thick.
It's nearer death.
It's nearer
There's
death.
hundreds of hit points to deal with here.
Fine. Then I'm, and that's including the weakness 2. No, it's on the tape.
You have one more action.
No, because
Yeah,
they
I'm
straight
gonna
up.
brutal
He
finish
straight
this
up.
motherfucker.
Didn't you stride
Oh,
up?
I
And then a
did.
vicious
You did.
swing
I
is a
did
2
stride.
action.
Boop. I do
Not to be that
not
guy.
have
All right.
That's my attack.
In that case, it is the snake's turn.
It is the snake's turn.
Good news is I do
Not
have
accurate.
reactions I can use again.
And I've been told that it's grabbing me so I can attack it, so I also have reactions.
Yes.
Okay.
It is going to attempt. It's going to attempt to swallow Dai. It's got Dai grabbed, and this is what it does.
Reactive strike. I see what it's trying to do. There's a 38 hit.
38 does hit.
Or do some damage on the way in.
Woo!
Damage!
Dai, it tries to bite you, and you
I
fucking
think I get my sword up
cut it in half.
and I literally, it bites down and my sword just fully splits its head in two from the inside as it goes to swallow me.
This bump.
Okay.
There you go. The skulls just swirl around Gabriel, and it is Fortune's turn. The tide of the battle shifts.
Oh, thank goodness. But yes, I will sustain the spell. I will invoke Jathum's Rebuke from Jathum's Scarf, this fine blue silk scarf that I've been wearing this whole time, in order to cast a 4th rank invisibility upon myself.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Or sorry, no, it's Vanish, rather. It's a 2 action, but Sustain Vanish is what I do. So 4th rank invisibility upon myself. It'll last 1 minute. So I will be invisible for 10 rounds. But that is my turn. So I'm setting up
Beautiful.
Okay, so you're now invisible.
for a minute.
It is Dai's turn. Dai is not held by anything.
I should also restore 14.
It's stun 1.
What does stun do? I was just trying to find it, and I basically
It is.
slowed.
You lose
It
one
just
action.
moves.
Okay.
You have 2 actions.
You've
this
lost one
round.
action.
Okay.
Yeah, you lose 1 action and are no longer stunned.
Okay. In which case...
And until the end of your turn, you do 2d6 vitality damage.
Oh, in which case, let's sudden charge. Because that's only 2
Yeah.
actions. Mr. Goldie Face, Goldie McGold. Just like, do this sort of... and I'll attempt a strike. Just a regular strike. Does a 32 won't hit. I don't have any hero points. If somebody wants to spend one, go right ahead.
Please hit. I'm using a hero point on you.
Thank you, my darling wife.
I call out encouraging words from beyond the stairs. I know you can hit better than that, Dai.
I can. A 40.
And that is a hit.
Okay, there is the damage, and I also need to roll how much vitality damage?
An extra 2d6.
2d6.
So that's, there we go.
Oh, it's so good to see that health bar get chunked. though.
Chonk.
Okay. Do I still need to roll a d6, or is that good?
Yes, you want 1 more d6 of damage.
I'll just take the 5 from the...
Oh, okay. As you like. Sorry about that. That's my turn. Thank you very much. Good night,
58
everybody.
damage.
All
Glory.
right.
All right.
Okay, it is Gabriel's turn now.
The Divine Infusion has ended.
You...
What? It says die. Who's on the same step, just to make a point.
Who's taller?
He might still be taller, but it's like, my sword's bigger.
He is going to just strike out at you with his claw die. Crits on die.
I need to roll my flat check,
Can I use the hero point to inspire
if you
a
would like
reroll?
to.
Not an attack.
Okay. Just a save. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's my flat check for the armor. Never mind.
You are still
But because I
attacked.
have come and get me,
He's also...
I get to hit him with my reactive strike.
Nice.
Oh, hot damn. He is going to try to grab you, though.
That's what he does. Does the 36 hit him? It might be too low.
A 36 does not hit him.
Okay. Is that on the grab or is that on the...
That's on the grab, and then the damage that you take is 60.
Is any of that... No, they'll all be piercing, I'm sure.
Slash it.
It's slash.
Oh, well, I'm not immune to that either. Okay. That's my turn.
Okay, fantastic. Well, no, it's not your
It's
turn.
his
It's his turn.
Is that his turn?
Yeah, he takes 60 damage to him. And is going to Drink your blood.
Stop that.
He wants to drink your blood.
Look, I am raging, so I imagine it's like having a fizzy beverage or a hot drink. I imagine rage blood tastes incredible. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Actually, stop that.
Nice.
Is that still an attack? Because would my armor come into play? No, narratively that doesn't make sense.
No, it actually, because you're restrained, he doesn't actually have to roll. I misread the thing.
Okay. Well, Dai,
you are now drained 2, which stacks with your other drain to make you drained 3.
Okay.
Gabriel is going to heal 22 hit points.
Gods.
How much damage did I take from the draining?
You're just drained. And he is... Yep. He has just drunk blood from you. Grabbed you. And then you're all further... No, he's going to throw his spear at Octavian.
Okay, the divine infusion went away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Whew, just barely misses Octavian. All right. And now it's all of you. Siegmann.
Siegmann rushes up and is going to draw out the consecrated sigil and says, "Back, you infernal beast!" And with his last action, he is going to slap himself with his own vital beacon. Yeah, he's right in front of... He, runs in front of Octavian to do that. He heals. He's still horribly injured, but he's not quite as dead.
Okay. Is that all?
Yeah, he has raised the... He drew and raised the consecrated sigil.
You rebuked. Okay. So Octavian... Gabriel is going to... Are you using this to stun him?
Yes, I'm using it as you described.
Okay, then use a religion or intimidation against his will DC.
So I will roll religion.
Okay. Unfortunately, that will not do it.
That is his turn.
That is his turn. Okay. You can keep trying, though.
Yep. It is Octavian.
And he is unable to move more than 10, within 10 feet of you. But Octavian, that is you.
So what happens again if, with the intimidation or religion check if you brandish the item?
He cannot move closer to us.
Okay.
Yeah, he can't move closer.
And I have a thing I can do, but it failed.
Okay, yeah, because I was just because I have a plus 29 to intimidation if it works.
You explicitly said you didn't want it.
Yeah, it was going to be him taking it from you as he walked past, but that can also come later. We still got a bunch of meat to carve out of him.
Yep, that we do.
So in which case, I'm gonna stride. I was just there's a giant snake in my way. There's a snake in my boot. And then I am going to use my thing, Glimpse Vulnerability, against him, and then I'm just gonna hit him.
Smack him, please.
I would love to smack him.
I would love it if you smacked
my
him.
sword.
Yes.
I hit him.
What if he was a hit?
Nice.
Even with the shield. Hey. Well, thank you. There's 41 points of damage, and he's got that weakness too against my strength.
Oh, so he takes an additional 2. All right. The Sorcerer's Swarm moves in. I need Dai and Octavian to roll reflex save.
That's a 31 on the reflex save.
That is a 39 on the reflex save.
39. So Octavian crits, Dai fails. Dai, you take 21 piercing damage as it moves in and gnaws at you. And it is Fortune's turn.
Okay, I will sustain... I think this is the third sustain that I've done, so Dai will maintain the 14 temp HP and the 14 healing. Okay. In terms of movement, I will move myself to be up here. Do a target on Gabriel. And whip Fortune's favor into his face.
Okay.
Into his body.
Well, into his back.
Well, into somewhere. wherever it may be.
Sure.
A soft spot, hopefully. Add that, and roll. Glory be.
That is a hit.
Here's the damage. I need that panache back very badly. But 20.
Cool. He takes 20 damage.
End turn.
He is looking hurt, but it's still up. All right. So we are at the top of round 7. Gabriel the Gold is injured. His lieutenant and his familiar have been slain. His sorceress Skull Swarm is still looking strong, and all of you have taken your lumps. As round 7 begins of this climactic finale, it is Dai Little, currently in Gabriel's grasp.
Well, you know what? If I'm in his grasp, that means in theory it's really easy for me to try and hit him. So let's see how that goes for me. Lord, here's hoping it's better than the last couple of rounds.
Unfortunately, you are not just grabbed, but restrained.
Okay.
The restrained condition, you can do nothing but attempt to escape, unless you've escaped.
Okay, I guess I will do that first.
Yes.
Does an escape attempt count as a...
It has.
Would
the
that
attack
then
rate,
activate my multi... It does, thank you. Okay, let's try and escape then. And I can do either an unarmed attack or an athletics check to do that, right?
Yes, indeed.
I don't know why I'm looking like the two things are different.
Sometimes you hope, right?
Yes, sometimes. Okay. I apologize, I thought I had him targeted.
Whoa!
No, you're good. 45 against his athletics DC is a success. His athletics DC is 41.
Oh, and that,
very nice.
I mean, that took a 17 on the dice to get out of that. So it would have taken...
Boom! Break out of his grasp. You are no longer restrained. And now you have 2 actions with which to do as you like.
Oh, I'm going to try and do a vicious swing. Like, pissed off. I was in that snake for so fucking long.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to... flexed out, and I'm just going to swing down.
You swing your blade at him as you break free. Kind of looks at you like a kind of a little bit slightly impressed, maybe, that you broke out of his grasp. And then you swing, and he dodges out of the way.
May I? Because I suppose hero points. No, I wouldn't have. Did we acquire any extra hero points at some point in the last few rounds?
You did. You got one. You got one at the beginning of last round. You have 1 hero point.
Already use it. I do have 1 hero point. Okay, in which case I would love to try and re-roll and see if I can do better.
Give it a shot.
'Cause that was what, a 13 on the die?
That was
my
13.
second eyes because it could do it.
42 is a hit, as you have seen. All right, give it a go. So you swing, he dodges out of the way, and you twist your blade to catch him under the arm.
Here's the thing: when the blade is that big, it's really easy to catch somebody with the side of it. I don't have anything extra special. It's just what Fang can do, and let's see what Fang can do. Oh, that's a lot of dice. Go click, 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 click. That is 68 points of damage to Gabriel the Gold.
That
tasty.
thing can do a decent clip. That is bad hit.
Yeah.
Finally, this is why I've been trying to get to the bastard to hit him.
Yeah!
Oh.
All right, yeah. So you slam into him. He goes, he's looking hurt, badly injured, but it is his turn now. And he goes, I'll simply have to. First, he heals at the top of his turn. Certainly not as much as you gave to him. But he looks to Octavian. And he said, it is said that the blood of heroes nourishes greater than any elixir. And his jaw unhinges, and a pair of enormous snake fangs come from his thing, and he is going to attempt a fang strike on Octavian.
This is gonna...
No!
sound cheeky. Is this the fangs dropping? I assume that's flavor and not any kind of manipulate action on his part.
It's not a manipulate action. He's spending an additional action to activate his gluttonous gulp ability.
That is just me at breakfast. Anyway.
Yeah, same.
Octavian, you
Same,
take
Gabriel.
42 piercing damage.
You take half over my dead body.
It's going to be very soon if you're not careful, Siegmann.
And then he is going to drain your blood.
21 points of damage. You started the bit, I just finished it.
I know.
Wow, and manages he manages to not drink your blood.
Oh, you rolled it for me. And
gosh.
I was just like, I didn't do anything!
No. He I had your token selected instead of his. Yeah, wow. Unfortunately, he does not gain any blood from it, but narratively he is not getting any nourishment from it, but you are like, he has got fangs deep in your shoulder.
This is a little too intimate for me, sir.
Siegmann, that is you.
Back, fiend of the red! And he holds the consecrated symbol out again with his first action.
Hell yeah.
And is that a religion check?
Yes, that is religion against his will, and you get a +2 on it.
All right, let's go. Let's add that +2. I'll spend a hero point. This is heroic action.
Absolutely.
And you're so pissed off seeing him drink from your bro. Your bro won't let you get that close
Come
to
on,
his
Lady
neck.
Moon. Ah, Lady Moon.
Lady Moon, why do you betray me?
Oh, God. That's
34.
unfortunate.
He really hates
34 is
Octavian.
not going to do it. I'll tell you the DC for his will is 41.
In
Also,
that case,
bizarrely, it seems like Gabriel is not resisting the damage he should be resisting. Gabriel should have a little bit more hit points than he has currently. He has resistance 15 to physical damage.
Huh.
Unless Dai is Fang magical silver?
Let me double check, because there is some spice on it, because I went shopping. Stand by, I will double check that for you.
Yes.
I do like when there's spice.
I am not seeing it, but it's neither here nor there.
Nope, I did
So even
not
that was-
add silvering to it. It is a magic weapon, but it isn't silvered.
Yes, and he is a true, like a vampire lord, so he's still hurt, but he's not as hurt quite as bad as he would.
Well, dang.
all right.
Siegmann, that was one action to rebuke him.
And with his other two actions, he holds the symbol even harder and just starts screaming, God damn you, Lady Moon! Do not abandon us! And he casts Moonbeam.
Oh,
Please.
Please.
okay.
All right, let's roll. And he misses.
No!
He misses by 1.
Lord.
Gabriel blasts out the moon. It like ricochets off of his hand and blows a hole in the wall. You can see like Terran Dower's like kind of twilight lands outside, and the moon you see outside obscured by clouds. It's not here, little priest. Not in my sanctum. Octavian, that is you.
I would like to wallop him. Vicious swing on the man.
On the bad man.
On the bad man. Select my target.
Yeah.
Roll. Shit! I'm gonna
Critical
use my
That's a
hero
one.
point to re-roll that.
Oh, much better.
There we go.
You love
Nicely
to
done.
see that. Critical
You go
hit.
from a critical miss to a critical hit.
Yeah, baby.
So I
Incredible.
said
Incredible.
no, thank you.
Or
Is
none.
that heroism? Critical damage with my vicious swing. Swing, bada bada, I'm gonna cut his head off. And no, I do not have a magical silvered weapon.
Okay, cool. So he will take.
No! Look at that damage!
That was 98.
That's
That
amazing.
is
98 damage.
98 damage.
Good God.
So
98
much
damage.
damage!
It is.
Very high.
Is this
He
dual?
takes 83.
Holy.
Fuck yes! Love to see how far go down.
Gabriel the Gold is near death. He is looking wild, crazed even, as you swing on him.
And I'm gonna use my brutal finish. Yeah. I had nothing else to say about that. I'm just gonna.
You gotta. You gotta.
You've got
Required.
No. Wow.
Wow.
Wee.
That's
Well,
another
I don't
one.
have another hero
The
point.
dice-
Crap.
So
Yeah.
unfortunately, I rolled another one on
No
that.
more
The
hero
dice
points.
give it.
Yes, which I believe brutal finish means that you get to deal. You still get to deal like a D12 or 2D12 or
I
something.
get to
Yeah,
deal
it's got a fail state.
one because I'm only level 14 and a half.
Sure. Cool. So just deal. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. He has resistance 15 to physical. So like, you like hit him in a way that you're like, oh, on any other person this would have still hurt, but he like catches the blade, and you see like the gold like plating on his body like manages to catch some of that impact. All right, it is the Sorceress Skull Swarm. They are going to shift, no longer protecting actively. They are now going to attack actively.
Oh, they're just going for broke.
They are
Okay.
going for broke, swarming into Octavian and Siegmann's area. They're going to do 2 swarming gnaws. I need both Siegmann and Octavian to make reflex saves.
All right, here we
You need
go.
2 reflex saves or just
What?
That's be
one?
interesting.
1. And let's do one more.
Okay, it's a success and a crit.
Nice.
All right, Octavian takes no damage. Siegmann is going to take half damage and then full damage.
All right.
Please, Siegmann, you gotta
Get
stay
back,
alive.
Octavian. I'll protect you.
Please, Siegmann.
So
All right,
30
half for the first
yeah,
of
31 halved,
31.
and then 23.
Siegmann is looking really, really bad now.
Mm-hmm.
He is on one knee. His shield is supporting him. He's breathing hard.
Yeah,
Incredible.
38 damage will do that to you.
Fortune,
Well.
that's you.
From the nothingness of the ether, there will be 2 bottles of bottled sunlight that glint in and out of existence as I pass from Fortune's hand into the air, as I am now juggling, in addition to Fortune's favor, 2 bottles of bottled sunlight. The other 2 actions, I'm going to target Gabriel the Gold and start doing some lobbed attacks. So here comes the first one with the strike. Let me make sure I add my +3 because I have the Quicksilver mutagen on. Alright, here comes 1. 42.
That'll hit.
Here's the damage. If only it was precise, but that's fine.
The little animation of a bottle reeling back.
16 total between 10 vitality, 6 fire, and then 2 splash damage vitality.
He takes him. He's looking hurt.
Here comes the second one. This one will be at 25, I believe, because of the map against the mutagen.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Here we go.
36. That's a whiff, but
That
it should
one
still do the
will
splash
whiff.
damage.
Yeah, he'll take the splash damage.
So let me turn that through, and that should do the 2 splash damage vitality.
Gabriel takes it. He's looking hurt. Desperately, badly hurt.
An encouraging pat on Dai's shoulder from the nothingness as a free action. And that's my 3rd turn of 10 for invisibility.
All right. Dai, that is you.
Is that fast healing or temp?
That looks like fast healing.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I did not sustain though, so I think the spell drops.
Okay.
Alright. Take a deep breath and attempt a vicious swing.
Ooh!
It's a 42 to hit.
All right. That hits.
Alright, hold on to your butts.
Could this be it?
That's some damage.
This could be
63
it.
minus 15 is 48 points of damage.
48 points of damage. Okay. So,
I don't know what this weird crab maracas dance is, but I'm doing it.
No, it's Crab King.
I'm the motherfucking Crab King.
Yeah.
Just as flavor, I think I have to, as it's swinging, I have to like yank it up because of the force of my hit. My sword would have gone into Octavius with how hard I was swinging.
Listen, I see your swing coming. I can also just narratively like, shove him away because I did crit on him the first time.
As it sort of swings around and I catch myself on the floor with it.
Dai is the one who like catches him. His black spear goes clattering on out of his hands, and Gabriel the Gold staggers back, obviously in the final throes of death. Octavian, I mean, you're the one that they remember. So Dai has teed him up for you.
Blood of the heroes, huh? I'm going to shift the grip on my sword and slowly just stalk my way upstairs towards him, like as he's like crawling his way backwards, just step for step.
Yeah, he's, most vampires turn to mist when they're defeated, but it seems like perhaps the gold like weighs him down and makes him more corporeal, but he's like crawling desperately for like his throne.
I would like to step on his chest, or I guess if he's crawling away from me, on his back to knock him down, and just take a swing at his neck.
You step up and like kick him over. As you do, he like kind of reaches up and goes like, ha! And from his like wounds, like a thick like spray of his own blood just covers you. And like you feel it like in your mouth, you taste it. And he says, "Let this be your final test, Octavian Errol. You have won the day. You will slay me. But what then? Being a hero is easy."
What do you know of being a hero, Gabriel?
Many villains were heroes once. You feel it now in you. Myself. I will tell you this, and I will tell you this truthfully. You will become like me, unless you have the strength to give it up. Your friends could save the world without you, but that is not what heroes do. So I curse you, Octavian Errol. I curse you with yourself. And then your sword comes down, his head kind of rolls down the steps, and from his body pours thick, acrid smoke. It flows across the floor of the throne room and into and out of the hole left by that moonbeam, out across the land of Tarandauer. And you watch as the normal cloud cover thickens and darkens until the setting sun can no longer be seen. And you feel what he told you. That change, the blood of a vampire slithering down your throat. And you feel tired, Octavian. More tired than you ever have. And as his desperately injured friends look on, Octavian Errol steps forward, one step, two, until he collapses on the throne. And we kind of know what happens after that, don't we? But considering you managed to survive, you're welcome to give us a bit more details. What do you think happens as Gabriel has this transformation? Not Gabriel, Octavian. But what's the difference at this point?
Wow. Rude.
Yeah, I think part of Octavian's thought process is as he sees the smoke escaping the body and out through the hole in the wall is just coward. Like, this man just spent so long, Gabriel the Gold spent so long just being a coward, and continues to be so, and this fight is never done, is it?
No.
He's like, no thought for himself, but always this fucking coward just created yet another mess that I'm going to have to fix, aren't I?
Yeah. Does he ever consider, like, not fixing it himself?
Oh, he'll, like, do minor delegations, but, like, at the same time, I think he's just like, I am the chosen one. It is my responsibility to fix this.
And as the vampirism takes hold, you know, you start to think, well, I need to, if I'm going to fix this, I'll need to make sure that nobody, like, gets a silly notion that, like, I'm a good vampire.
Yeah.
So I have to make sure that people don't try to kill vampires while I'm working on this problem.
That man fucked off, and, you know, I have to do this. It's my thing to fix. And I have to let it be set in stone, because if anything else changes in a way that will interfere with this vision that I have, which is saving people, yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm. The road to hell is paved with good intentions.
Mine are the best.
They are.
Siegmann on the ground.
Now, how long does it take for the vampirism, for, like, Octavius to go through this change?
It probably starts slow and then it gets faster. The fact that there's no sun to activate his nascent sunlight sensitivity means that it probably doesn't. It's not apparent at first until food stops tasting good to him, and he begins to thirst for blood.
He just starts skipping meals and keeping to himself more and more often.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy enough to write it off as a workaholic, I think, especially with someone who's so consumed by a problem, so I don't think we notice it first, necessarily.
And, you know, Gabriel's, a lot of Gabriel's forces, they, like, fly, like, run off and flee into the darkness, though some of them, like the more regimented ones, seem to almost accept Octavian as a new leader.
It's because I have a commanding presence, and I'm intimidating.
Mm-hmm.
No, they've repented, of course. They're willing to work on the side of good.
Of course, they can't work openly because people would be afraid of them.
I've got tasks for them. It's fine.
Siegmann, how does this affect you?
I think that when the sky is truly blotted out and the moon fully obscured, that Siegmann loses his cleric powers. I think that the moon simply cannot reach him, and he drops the holy symbol as he feels the moon's power leave him. And he sees Octavian on the throne. And I think almost even before we leave the scene, Octavian...
I mean, this is your castle now.
Yeah, no. Like, I think Siegmann stumbles forward and kneels before Octavian and says, "In our greatest hour of need, the Lady Moon abandoned us. But now I have a king.
Siegmann, my friend.
And you shall be my lord."
Yes. Yes.
"I will follow you, Octavian, to the ends of the earth. I will support you evermore in your attempt to repair this broken world. And like you've always said, you do not need the aid of gods for such. Not when they would abandon us so."
And you feel that fizzing in your blood, that the ghouls bite left, and in the moment you mistake it for fervor. What about the Littles?
I think, speaking from Dai's perspective, that whole interaction, watching Gabriel, because I'm close enough to see it and hear everything, my perception is fucking great.
Yeah, you're probably the only one who did hear it.
Yeah, and I think that knowledge that Gabriel laid a curse, and that we as a group let that smoke out that blacked out the sky, and seeing Siegmann, who's always been kind of intense, but we like it. It's Siegmann, you know. It's like your friend who's really chill about everything except like one thing, and you're like, that's cool, that's fine. Just a little bit intense. Seeing that religious fervor directed at a man, and like Siegmann so ready to call him a king, alarm bells are ringing.
Siegmund's always been a wonderful follower.
Yeah. So is Dai in their way, but Dai is a collectivist. Like, it's the strength of people, not one person. And I think there's a couple of days where they stay at the castle. They've got to recover, got to keep an eye, check that everything is okay, and they are monitoring what is happening and checking in with Fortune. Because
Fortune is also getting sick. The ghoul fever infected her as well.
There is no divine magic.
And there is no divine magic to cleanse you of it.
is it only divine magic that can get rid of ghoul fever?
I mean, there's probably other ways, but you don't have that much time.
Okay.
It is still a disease in the end of the end, I think, right?
It is. It's a magic one, but, you know. But Octavian and Siegmann are too busy with their new statecraft to help mitigate the disease's effect. And Siegmann basically is given into it.
I think maybe that's what really seals it. Because these are people that we travelled with, that we considered like friends, not just like people that were part of the cause. Like, Dai asked Siegmann to look after Fortune if something happened to them. Mm-hmm. So I think watching Siegmann and Octavius get so caught up in what they see as what needs to be done, fully embracing the hordes of creatures and this talk of, oh, well, we'll keep it a secret. It'll be fine. Don't worry, we can't let the people know that bad stuff is still happening there. And with Fortune getting sicker, Dai pulls out something that they spent almost 1,000 gold on to ensure this, and puts a talisman into Fortune's hands. Now looks her in the eye and says, get a cleric, get better, and kiss those grandkids when they come out, alright?
I have to ask, what is this talisman that I'm holding?
I think it's styled after a pigeon's feather, I think homing pigeons, because you've got to go home. And I kiss Fortune. I'll give you the chance to say something, if you want to say something, Cory.
That's fair.
I put it in your hands, and then I crush your hands around it so the talisman breaks, and Fortune is teleported home. However many hundreds of miles away it is.
I think in the intervening days while she was getting worse off, you know, much like the Pierrot she is, much like a jester to the king, she did try to play that card of contrarianism to try and, well, one, keep the mood lighter, but two, also remind Octavian of his duties to the people and also of what the people desired in the first place. But I think between what he and Siegmann were up to, and even especially seeing the bulwark that is Siegmann give in, essentially to the cause that we were fighting against this whole time, as she feels it start to overtake herself, she realizes that the cause, the banner that they rallied to originally, is, if not lost, quickly becoming corrupted into something beyond her recognition. So, as she reaches sort of the worst stages of the fever, feels the disease burning through her veins, and has that conversation with Dai, she will pass off whatever remaining healing she had on hand, look Dai in the eyes and go, while I'm gone, you better stay living. Someone's got to keep an eye out on this whole thing.
Yes, ma'am.
I think with that, she'll disappear into the night. She'll end up many, many, many miles away from where we started. Hopefully to somewhere where the sun has not yet been shrouded. To find something, someone that can tend to her.
Yeah, though, I mean, here's the thing, Fortune. Undead like Octavian and like Siegmann now, they operate on a different time scale than normal people do. Unchecked, they could reign for hundreds of years. You could remove this blight from yourself, but then you would die in 40 years, maybe, or sooner. You know, people are fragile things.
On one hand, yeah, that is a very real truth of humanity. But, I mean, I think there's a lesson to learn from this. Sure, she could follow the same path, accept that undeath and try to work as a spoiler faction against whatever it is that Octavian has planned. But if she were to pass, I mean, that's the key word, isn't it? Pass.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's possible to speak about this thing openly, but what you can do is poison the groundwaters, let the people know, spread the seeds, start something, under the cover of night. There's plenty of shadow around, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows where the next glinting blade could hide?
So do you seek out a cure?
I think a cure, but failing that, sympathy.
All right. Well, then we know how the story goes. You know, the Littles continue without you in rule, parish, until one day twin brothers are born, and they become part of something greater. And that's something that some of you may or may not have waited 200 years is starting to build steam in the South. And Octavian, your influence grows and grows. More problems compound, more complications, more compromises, until by the end of things, maybe your conviction has stayed strong. You're not the same person who started this quest. What kind of person that is, I suppose we'll have to see. But for now, we're saying goodbye to Octavian Errol and the heroes of the Golden Autumn, because it's been a long winter, and there's something stirring in the Delta. That has been Sagas of the Sunless Reach, Golden Autumn. Thank you for joining us on this peer back through the mists of time. I have been Zachary Fredrickson, found on Twitter at Obfuscating God, elsewhere as Zachary Olsen or Zachary Olsen Presents. I have been joined by Bitmap.
It's me, Bitmap Prager. You can find me at BM Prager. Lots of places that I don't post. But may soon again, as I have many projects that I can't talk about.
I've been joined by Cory.
Hey folks, I'm Cory. You can find me on Twitter at Endless Musings, on co-host at Missy Nim, and every so often you can hear my voice on FTL. Follow later. Hit us at FTLcast.
I've been joined by Jade.
I continue to be Jade, found most places on the internet at Jade Oxford Rose. Listen to Follow Later if you would be so kind, or some of the other Standing Stones productions. There's a lot of great stories being told if you like some of these voices and our vibes. Please. There are so many more stories.
Stories to be told. No happy ending for a tale so bold. And we have been joined by Mab, our hero.
Yay! Your hero and everyone else's, it's great. I'm Mab. You can find me anywhere that matters at Little Lady Mab, and if can't find me there, I'm just not there. Yeah, just doing shenanigans, my usual.
Indeed. Next time you hear from us, we will be back in Rule with our original characters, preparing to infiltrate the Hydra Delta for Season 2, Hydra Delta Blues. Thank you, and good night.